Shiva Mahapurana. Continuation from Shiva Mahapurana 2. If a devotee worships Lord Shiva on Sunday, he becomes free from rebirth. The majesty of Pranav Panchakshar. The root sounds akar, oka, mak-ar, bendu and nad, which are free from the delusions and which originates from the mother nature, are called pranav. It is of two types. A. Gross, B. Subtle. Pranav mantra Om and Om Namah Shivaya. It symbolizes the unified power of Shiva and Shakti and destroys all the sins of a man. A man desirous of worldly pleasures must chant the mantra Rishva Pranav containing the three root sounds A, U, and Ma, which symbolizes Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh respectively. On the other hand, a man aspiring for the salvation must chant the mantra Dirgha Pranav containing A, U, Ma, Nad and Bendu. Before commencing the study of Vedas, pronouncing Omkar is a must. By chanting Pranav for 9 crore times, man becomes pure. By chanting it for further 9 crore times, a man develops a control over natural forces like wind, smell and earth etc. This Pranav mantra is considered to be most powerful and helps a man to attain the abode of Shiva. Worldly bondages and salvation. In the 18th chapter, all the sages requested Sutta to explain the meaning of bondages of life and salvation. Sutta replied, because of the 8 types of bondages which a man feels on this earth, the soul is also known as jiva. The jiva becomes liberated only after becoming free from these 8 bondages. These 8 bondages are nature, intelligence, qualitative, ego and the panchatanmatras, that is, sound, touch, appearance, taste and smell. Each soul is binded by these 8 aspects of the nature. The actions performed as the result of these bondages is called karma. A man reaps the fruits of his actions, whether good or evil. He either enjoys pleasures or suffers because of sorrow, due to this karma. The soul takes rebirth in a cycle, was binded by the effects of his karmas. The 8 chakra are nothing but the 8 forms of the nature. Shiva is beyond the reach of these 8 chakras, on the contrary, he was full control these 8 chakras. So a man can become free from the bondages of this world, only by worshipping Shivlinga. The linga is both gross as well as subtle. There are 5 types of linga on this earth. Swayambhulinga, Bendulinga, Pratisthitlinga, Charlinga, Gurulinga. A person desirous of worldly pleasures should worship the gross Shivlinga, whereas one who is desirous of attaining salvation must worship the subtle Shivlinga. The worship of Parthivalinga. Sutta then explains the greatness of worshipping a Parthivalinga. Parthivalinga is the most supreme among all the Shivlingas. All the aspersions of he deities as well as men are fulfilled by the worship of Parthivalinga. During the era of Satya, jewel was considered to be of prime importance, whereas during Treta Yuga and Dwapar Yuga, gold and mercury had the prime importance respectively. In the present era of Kali, a Parthivalinga holds this place of honor. The worship of Parthivalinga begets more virtues than even penance. Just as Ganga among the rivers, Kashi among the sacred places of pilgrimages, Omkar among all the mantras are considered to be superior, in the same way Parthivalinga is considered to the supreme among all the linga. Worshipping a Parthivalinga with a Nishkambhava helps a man to attain liberation. Sutta elaborately describes about the methods of doing worship of Parthivalinga. After becoming fresh in the morning, a man should wear a Rudraksha garland in his neck and apply bhasma, ash, on his forehead. He should then worship the Parthivalinga. He should chant the various names of Shiva, while worshipping the Parthivalinga, like Ha, Meshwar, Shambhu, Shulpani, Mahadeva, etc. After worshipping the Parthivalinga, it should be immersed in the river. Then the mantra Om Namah Shivaya should be chanted with complete devotion. This is the method which has been described in the Vedas for the worship of Parthiva Linga. The numbers of Parthiva Linga differ according to one's desires. For example, a man who is desirous of learning and knowledge must worship 1000 Parthiva Linga. A man who is desirous of wealth must worship 1500 Parthiva Lingas. A man who is desirous of attaining salvation must worship 1 crore Parthiva Lingas. Parthiva Linga, which is equivalent to the height measured by the 4 fingers and which has been established on a beautiful pedestal, is considered to be the best. Parthiva Linga, which is the half of the above-mentioned height, is considered to be medium, and still half than the second category is considered to be inferior Parthiva Linga. It is better and advisable to worship a single Parthiva Linga daily, because it is equivalent to the worship of the whole world. Nobody is barred from worshipping Shiva, except the people whose ancestors had been cursed by the sages like Dadichi, Gautama. Such people should also worship the 8 idols, earth, water, fire, air, sky, sun, moon and the host, along with the Parthiva Linga. A Brahmin should worship Parthiva Linga as per the methods described in the Vedas. Worship should be done facing north. Importance of Naivedya and Bilva leaves. Sutta then described about the importance of Naivedya offered to Lord Shiva. A devotee gets liberated from all of his sins merely at the sight of the Naivedya, which have been offered to Lord Shiva. He attains great virtues by having the prasada. A man must not accept the prasada if the worship have been done under supervision of a chandala, but some of the Shiva lingas like Banlinga, Siddhalinga and Swayambhulinga are exceptions to this rule. The prasada which has been offered to the Shivalinga and remains lying on it, is prohibited from having, but the prasad which is not touching the Shivalinga should be accepted. Bilva fruit is considered to be a form of Lord Shiva. Its greatness has been eulogized even by the deities himself. It is believed that all the places of pilgrimages dwell in the Bilva leaf. Lord Shiva is believed to have his abode in the roots of the Bilva tree. A devotee who waters the roots of the Bilva tree attains greater virtues than offering water to the deities of all the places of pilgrimages. Similarly, a devotee who worships the roots of the Bilva tree attains to the abode of Lord Shiva. Sutta then goes on. He explained the greatness of Shiva's name and the importance of Bhasma, ash, and Rudraksha beads in his worship. The name of Shiva is as sacred as Ganges. Similarly, Bhasma and Rudraksha are as holy as the rivers Yamuna and Saraswati. Therefore, a devotee who possesses the name of Lord Shiva on his lips, who applies Bhasma on his person and who wears a Rudraksha in his neck attain the virtues similar to that of taking a bath in the Sangam. In ancient times, a king by the name of Indradama got liberated from the bondages of the world, just by chanting the name of Shiva. The importance of Bhasma, ash, in Shiva's worship. Bhasma are of 2 types. 1. Mahabhasma and 2. Swalpa Bhasma. Shrota, listener, smart rites according to the Smritas, and Laukik, worldly, are considered to be the Mahabhasma. There are many types of Swalpa Bhasma. Shrota and smart are meant only for the Brahmins. For the rest of the castes, Laukik Bhasma is appropriate. A Brahmin must apply Bhasma only after initiating it with the mantras. The ashes which remains after burning dry cow dung is called Agnya Bhasma. Applying Tripounder on the forehead with the ashes after the completion of Yajna is to the Upanishad rituals like Sandhya and Japa should only be performed after applying Tripounder on the forehead. Importance of Rudraksha. Rudrakshar is very dear to Lord Shiva, and hence all the sins of a man get destroyed if he chants the name of Lord Shiva using a Rudrakshar beads. He also attains salvation after his death. It is believed that the origin of Rudrakshar is connected with Shiva penance. Once while Sadashiv was performing his penance, his eyes opened due to some disturbances. He was so remorseful that tears rolled down from his eyes. These teardrops are believed to be the origin of the Rudrakshar trees. Rudrakshar of specific colors have been prescribed for different castes. For example, a Brahmin, a Kshatriya, a Vaishya and a Shudra have been instructed to put on Rudrakshar of white color, red color, yellow color and black color respectively. A person who wears 1100 Rudrakshar on his body, he unites with Shiva. Rudrakshars are of various types, that is, Ekmanka Rudrakshar, 1 opening, to Rudrakshar with 14 openings. Each type of Rudrakshar has specific mantra and specific deity connected with it.